This was the chief's decision on this with regards to the celebration of our new deputy chief, and he wanted to announce the retirement so it didn't interfere with it. I know these things still mesh together, but that was a lot of class and trying to get this announced last week, and that not being in a rush, but knowing that we should celebrate a new deputy chief. So that was another point of class. So thank you again. I'm sorry if I've interfered with your comments coming up, but you're more than welcome to talk more about this if you wish.
Oh, no, I'm just going to repeat everything you guys have already said about me. So.
Thank you. So my next comment is what I was just talking about, the official welcome to our new Deputy Chief of Police, Bill Forty. On behalf of the board, I'd like to personally welcome Deputy Chief Bill Forty to our board meeting. Deputy Chief Forty was formally appointed to his position on Tuesday, June 27th, having previously served as the Assistant RCMP Commissioner in British Columbia. He has a wealth of demonstrated successes in building relationships and respect between the police and the community. The board was impressed by his strong operational and investigative experience and his outstanding track record in working with diverse communities. I want to take this opportunity at the onset of the meeting to welcome you, Deputy Chief Forty, and to tell you that all of us look forward to your participation and contributions to the service. The board will be hosting an official introduction ceremony for Deputy Chief Forty at Niagara Regional Police Headquarters here on Wednesday, July 5th. Members of the service and the public are invited to attend the ceremony at 2 p.m. I will be asking you to come up to the podium right now if you don't mind. Again, I'm very appreciative of you coming down here. I'm sorry you're sharing some of the limelight with a great chief retiring, but that's the nature of the beast. So please, just a couple-minute comment if you don't mind at the podium.
Through the chair, thank you very much for those kind words. I guess what I'll say is it's a privilege to join this organization, especially on the heels of Jeff or Chief McGuire, moving on hopefully to a better life. I'll pause there and I'll just say that Chief McGuire, you've spoken about his 5 years of service in the Niagara region, but I'll say that his reputation extends beyond the boundaries of Niagara region, beyond the borders of Ontario, right across the country. He's a respected leader from coast to coast, somebody who has a track record as an investigator and as a leader. And one thing that wasn't commented on, and I guess I'm directing these comments through the chair to Jeff, is, Jeff, one thing that is often unspoken of is the tremendous impact that a career has on your family and on your wife and children. So on behalf of all Canadians, I'd like to thank you for all that time spent away from your wife and from your kids and in the pursuit of justice for people who have been either had something taken from them or somebody taken from them. So on behalf of all Canadians, thank you for that. And to the board, thank you very much for having me join your organization. I look forward to working with you and all the men and women of the organization. My hope is that as we move forward, we are in complete alignment in terms of our service delivery and the needs of the community and the needs of the men and women that serve the community. So thanks very much for having me, and in the absence of any questions, I'll take my seat.
No, there'll be questions when you retire.
Okay. Thanks very much. Thank you.
Okay, moving on. Ken Ganzel, the reappointment to the board. On behalf of the board, I'd like to officially acknowledge Ken Ganzel's reappointment to the board. Vice Chair Ganzel has been reappointed by the province for a further 3-year term, and he's served on the board since May 2012. Board members and staff look forward to his continued participation and contribution to this board. Ken, would you like to say anything?
Thank you very much, Chair. Just again, I appreciate of the province in my reappointment to the board. Having been on air 5 years is a great privilege. My commitment to the service is unwavered and to the board. I'm very much tasked with our technology issues and our facilities and buildings and that, and I hope to continue to move those 2 agendas forward as well as our general agenda as a board. So I appreciate your comments. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, the 2018 off-site meetings. Building on the successful meetings we've had in Port Colborne, West Lincoln, and our upcoming meeting in the fall in Welland, I've been approached by Regional Councillor Sandy Annunziata to consider a Police Services Board meeting in Fort Erie. I spoke with Mayor Wayne Redekop, and he was very happy to host our board for its April 2018 meeting. Lord Mayor Pat Dart also recognizes the value of having a police board meeting held in his community, and he was very receptive to hosting our September 2018 board meeting. You get the point. We're hitting all the corners, and maybe we work inward from there. But we did Port Colborne, Smithville. Well, we're in Welland soon too, but we're trying to hit the outlying areas and then coming back in. But I know there have been policing issues recently raised in Stevensville, as well as ongoing policing concerns in Niagara and Lake. So I think it makes sense for the board to consider holding our 2 off-site meetings in 2018 in both these communities. By having our board meetings throughout the region, the board will continue to forge new partnerships with local mayors, councillors, and citizens, and become more accessible and better connected to the different communities in Niagara. This allows local citizens to participate or inquire into anything police-related and engage directly with board members and police